Hi guys, it's Anna here. It's been a while since I have made one of these longer videos. Something always comes up, and today I am sick for the voiceover, but I wouldn't delay it any longer. So I made this pet portrait. It's for my dad. I did one before of another dog we had. So this dog actually was my dog. His name was Sultan, and in here I am using like that grid technique that like Da Vinci used to use. It's very cool. Like you make. I had a picture on my screen with the dog, obviously, and I added the grid. You can do that on Photoshop, on, I don't know, can edit it by hand. You can even do it like on Word, wherever you can get a grid over the photo. And then I measure I count how many squares are in the photo and how long is the picture in the screen, and then I translate that to the canvas. In this case I am using a paper that is Teints, but it's touch. It's not that that's very well known, just Teints. This is very cool for pastel. This has really good to like pastel matte almost. So this is one of my favorite pastel papers, and so I'm using pastel pencils, and I'll be using pastel sticks or half sticks for the background only. It's gonna be a very simple background, just a little bit of white, and it's not really white, it's like very light blue and bluish tones. And so about the grid, what you see in the computer is translated to the canvas. I'm gonna call it the canvas, to the paper. So like you see one square and you see what happens in this square. You don't see a dog, you don't see anything, it's just shapes. It's very cool. Like in the first square I have like a diagonal line here. It goes from this point to this point, and then go to the next square, and next, and when you finished you kind of look like, oh my god, it's my dog, it's here, and the proportions are always right, and it's amazing. It's so much better than like freestyling the thing, mainly if you're doing a portrait, because people know that pet or that person. So and I'm really eager to try this, like with a portrait of a person. So then what I did is I layered and layered. This paper is awesome for layering, you should try it. In this case I used pastel pitt and a little bit of Derwent pastel pencils. So I needed like a lot of browns and reds and yellows, that family. I also added a little bit of blue near the dark parts of the dog, and if you layer them and layer them, the colors all show up. It's very cool, very intense. It becomes very rich. You look at the painting and it really feels like it's the dog's hair. You don't have to start like what I'm doing here. I'm already like, I'm always kind of doing the hair, and but you can start like with just a flat background and then build the hair on top of it. So but here I started doing like the hair the whole time, and then you have to go over and over and over, so it fills the tooth of the paper and you don't really see the paper showing through. Although I left a little bit of paper showing through, like in in the snout, on his nose, because it was good for that. That's another reason for choosing the paper's color, is what you want. Sometimes it can show through and helps with the imagery, the painting in the finished state, like when it's over. So in this case, I let a little bit of the gray to show through in his nose. What else can I tell you about it? You have to be somewhat patient and just pay attention. You should have the reference photo also for painting, because there is a lot of variation in the fur, and you don't have to have the precise colors. I mean, it helps to have like close colors to what's in the picture, but if you don't, you can always achieve that by combining different pencils, and that's very cool with this paper, because you really can layer a lot. There were parts of the paper that I was like, I'm satisfied with this color and with this shape, but then I saw a little bit of paper and I didn't want it to show up, so I had to add more to it, which is better than try to add more and don't have the tooth for it. So I kept working the dog, like little by little. You know, it took me like 2 days, I think. Not entire days, I don't have entire days because I work 9 to 5, and I had to pick up my child, but like maybe 3 hours in one day and like 2 or 3 in another. I mean, I had to prepare the squares and all that, and then in the end you're going to erase the squares, and I could have made the sketch lighter, but it doesn't quite show in the end, but I should have done that. Oh and then I stopped recording for some reason, and this is the hand piece. It's not really the end. I had a little bit more of background, just some very light blue, and that was it. So I hope you guys, if you want to try portraits, give it a try. Give this method a try. This grid method is very cool, and pastels are very forgiving as a medium, so I think this is the best way to try for a portrait, and you'll be surprised with the results, I'm sure about it. So just give it a try and don't give up, because this had a really ugly stage in the beginning. And well, till next time, I hope you guys do a lot of art and stay safe. Bye bye.